Hey there, gamer guys and gals. Today we're reviewing The Suicide of Rachel Foster. It was developed by 101 Games and it was published by Daedalic Entertainment. And you play as a woman returning to a hotel 10 years after she left there with her mother when they discovered that her father was having an affair with a girl the same age as her. So you return there after your father's funeral with bad memories and you plan to just sell the place away, and you get stuck in a really bad snowstorm. It takes place in Lewis and Clark County in Montana, and as you can see here, the game looks beautiful. Like, you can see the rain falling on this funeral, and you'll see like the snowstorms and the hotel. Everything just looks really nice, and it's really easy on the eyes. Like, it's one of the better looking like walking simulators that you're going to play. And another thing, it had really great quality voice acting. It kind of reminded me of Firewatch, if you've ever played it. That kind of level of voice acting. And the story kind of takes me back to a horror movie called When a Stranger Calls. I'm pretty sure that was early 80s or late 70s, so a lot of you people are not going to remember that one, but it's a classic. If you've never seen it, check it out. The story kind of reminds me of that. I like it's got takes place early 90s, I believe it seems like. You see a lot of like old video game systems and TVs and stuff like that. I like when you play games like that and they have a lot of old classic items to look at. It kind of delivers the point across more of the time period, and that's probably one of my favorite time periods for games is 80s, early 90s. I guess maybe where that because I was young then. But the story, it really isn't scary to me. Like, there was a couple moments where you feel uneasy or you feel panic, but as the most part, it's just a good quality mystery story. I don't really consider this horror. I would put it more along the lines of mystery, because there wasn't really a whole lot of points in the game where I felt terrified or trapped or anything like that. But I did enjoy like the voice acting, the story. It did pull me in. I kind of figured out what was going to happen early, so it wasn't like a huge mystery. I don't know. It's kind of easy to tell what's going to happen, but it's still fun. And you might not, because everybody doesn't uh, discover things as quickly as others sometimes. So that you may not, it may not be as predictable to you. Uh, but I really enjoyed it. There was issues I had with it though. I quit playing it a couple times because I had to go do things. I had some things come up, and whenever I went to start it, it wouldn't continue. I had to start a new game, so it lost all my progress. Um, but it's a huge house, and I wish more rooms were opened up to you because it seems kind of closed off. But it's still a really huge place, and you have a map and everything. It's really you have a to-do list at the bottom of the map, so you'll be making your way around the hotel pretty easy. I never really struggled with finding where to go next. Maybe one or two times. Another issue I had with the game was achievements. It's a week after release and achievements still did not work. I thought maybe it was the game. I uninstalled it and reinstalled it, and they still didn't pop. So I went to look at the stats, and all the achievement stats are at 0%. So a week after release and the achievements still don't work. That's a huge bummer, because it seems like it's pretty easy achievements. So it would have been fun to rack up the score. But now you have to play whenever they finally update it, you'll have to play it over again, and that's kind of disappointing that they didn't work in the first place, especially a week after release. But I'm sure they'll get that ironed out. It's not that long of a game. I might run through it again. I highly doubt it. It's not something that I see playing over and over. But it was good for the one time that I played it. The story was enjoyable. It's just not something you're going to play over and over. But at $19.99, you'll have that. That's fine. I can deal with that. You know, if I pay under $20 for a game, I don't mind if it's a one-time play. But you also have like gear. You'll see here you have a flashlight. You'll have a voice recorder, like to hear sounds. This right here is one of the moments where the game was actually had a little bit of a horror feel to it. But as the most part, it's mainly mystery to me. That there wasn't nothing really scary. It's not I wouldn't consider this a horror game. But hopefully you guys enjoy it. Check it out. Let me know what you think. I think it's worth the play. It's one of those games that the story and the voice acting is just so good quality. Here's the recorder that I was talking about, and it'll help you go towards sounds. So you'll see the little meter. But yeah, it's worth a play. It's fun. It's not great. It's not something I'm really going to remember. It's just a good time filler. It took me a while to get it finished because I couldn't get the achievements and where I was having issues with game saves. So it took me a little while to get to it, and I apologize to the publisher and the developer. I'm usually way quicker with my reviews, but I was going through some things. I was having some issues, and then I had issues with the game. So I'm kind of late on this one. I usually get the review done around the time of the release, not a week after. So I'm really sorry about that. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm giving this one a 7.5 out of 10. It's definitely worth your time if you enjoy walking simulators and story-driven games. It's going to entertain you. You're going to enjoy the voice acting. The story, you may figure it out early, but it's still a good time, and it's a lot of fun. Just check it out. Let me know what you think. I'd like to hear more about it in the comments. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the support. I'll catch you next time.